Please welcome Gino Peremans.
Good evening. I want you to think about a man close to you. A father, a brother, a partner, a friend, or the man sitting next to you. And I want you to imagine that this man is a full support to you. He has your back. He actively listens to you. He holds you when you're having a hard time, and he's free in expressing his emotions. Nice feeling, huh? Yeah. I have good news for you. We will get there. I promise. I'll do the best I can. And I'm going to tell you tonight how. But we need to start with today's reality. Today's reality that a lot of men are facing is 1 out of 3 men does not have a best friend. 8 out of 10 suicides committed today are committed by men. On average, a man would spend 25% of his income on stuff. Cars, bikes, watches, sneakers, suits, and sex. These numbers connect to the 3 main mental health challenges men face today. The first one is loneliness and isolation. The second one, desensitization. And the third one is a codependent relationship with people, status, and material. And I feel for these men because I'm one of them. It took me 45 years to have my first best friend. And oh yeah, I have spent way too much time, focus, and energy and money on people and stuff. I was born in a blue-collar family in Belgium, a family that would honor hard work and self-reliance. I was told that big boys don't cry and you don't talk about emotions, so I didn't do much of either. I learned as a child that I had to please others to get my fair share of love and attention. I was also taught that it was important to have a positive impact on your surroundings and on others. I was never taught to love myself. On the contrary, I was an avid book reader, but was not allowed to read at home because that was seen as an act of being asocial. I wanted to become an actor or an economist. Both studies were vetoed by my parents. I was bullied on a daily basis by peers and teachers, and I was abused in many different ways. I still remember the time when I came home from school, running up to my room feeling exhausted, putting Metallica music to my ears, crying my eyes out in my pillow, falling asleep, alone. In the presence of others, I had to act and pretend. Even though I never took an acting class, at that time I was a very good actor. But what was actually happening is I was hiding, ignoring, and neglecting my true self. Because my inner compass was so geared towards others, towards reading and feeling into them, I could professionally become a liked and respected executive coach and transformational consultant. On the outside, I was looking successful and happy. On the inside, I was dying. It took me until 2017 to realize and be honest with myself that I had disconnected from my feelings and emotions. I was acting out. I was exercising destructive behavior and disconnecting from myself. My childhood wounds had dug such a big black hole in me that I was constantly looking outside for love and attention. I was breathing it as if it was fresh air. My way of acting out was I had unhealthy relationships, mainly with women, full of secrets and deceit. I knew it had to stop. I knew I had to start a transformational journey. It wasn't easy because on top of it, the outside world, society, and the press was painting a picture of men needing to take care of their own business and being emotionally stoic. But I had to start my transformational journey. I didn't know where to go. I had no role models, no guidelines, no frameworks. I even didn't know who to trust. Still, I went into my transformational journey, which meant to me I had to unpack the emotions that were pulling me into my darkness. I uncovered 3 emotions: shame, guilt, and anger, which to me is a cover for fear. I was ashamed of who I had become. I felt guilty for the devastation and the pain I had caused in others. And I was also angry at myself for what I had others do to me, and I was afraid of not fitting in. On top of it, one evening came a message from my ex-wife. A message that said, "Oh, by the way, I'm about to finish a book. It's going to be an all-tell book about my life with you, my serial cheater." It felt as if the heaven was falling on my head. My head started racing. It was like, oh my God, this is the end. My life's over. It's like nobody's going to want to have to do anything with me. My business will be down. This is it. I found myself sitting on the side of my bed with my head in my hands, feeling desperate and lonely. That was the only time in my life that I thought maybe the world would be better off without me. I had a choice that moment because I felt I was on the edge, not only the edge of my bed, but also the edge of my life. Before that, I just had numbed myself on my path to this edge. I had a choice to make, and it was either going back to the behavior that I knew, feeling sorry for myself, swallowing in self-pity, acting out, reaching out, feeling shame and guilt about it, and just restart the whole dark thing. Or reaching out. Reach out to the people I knew and started to trust and tell them, like, I am not okay. This book is devastating to me. Please help. It was this reaching out that helped me find my antidote. And my antidote became self-love to overcome my shame. Mildness and self-forgiveness to overcome my guilt. And this antidote helped me to reclaim my life, find my purpose, and set boundaries to overcome my anger and fear. And it is because of this antidote that I'm standing here tonight in front of you as a gentle giant. A gentle giant that feels blessed. I know, I saved myself, but there was also my guardian angel that helped me save me. And on my path, I've met multiple men that were less fortunate. They choose to leave this life, and I hope they will always be remembered. It is my time now to pay this forward, because I'm alive, I have a force inside me, and I'm going to tell the world. Because I believe that the gentle giantship is the perfect antidote for today's masculine toxicity, whatever is happening, and the mental health issues men are facing. I truly believe that a man can be gentle, with an open heart, being sensitive and emotional, and a giant in force, drive, purpose, and success. I want to teach men that it is okay to be by yourself and not feel lonely. That it is okay to be decisive, to be inspirational without being dominant. It is okay to be sensitive and emotional without being seen weak. So my dream is actually, I would love to see a world full of gentle giants, men that, like me, feel that they're good enough. Men that got rid of their shame, guilt, and fear, and that are able to support you fully, to have your back, to actively listen to you, to hold you when you're having a hard time, and is free in expressing his emotions. I truly believe. And that is my dream. And me too, I'm going to leave you with one question tonight. Go back to that man from the beginning. My question to you is, what can you do to help him grow into a gentle giant?